One secret in life for a man when it comes to success is be prepared so you don't have to prepare. If you're always ready, you don't have to get ready. I'm not your father. I'm not your big brother. I'm not your uncle. Hell, I'm just a regular guy. But I speak to you guys how I speak to myself. My father rubbed off on me, and now here I am. I'm speaking to the men who can relate to me. I'm not talking to everyone. I'm talking to you gentlemen. I would never tell you what to do. You could take a horse to the river, but you can't make the horse drink the water. But if the horse is thirsty, the horse shall drink. I'm just a regular guy, but I'm the regular guy who would give you the cheap ass shirt on his back to put it on yours. I'm the regular guy that would see you stranded out in the cold and give you his coat. And I'll wait till I get home so I can enjoy being warm. I'm the guy that would split his last dollar 50-50 with you. I'm the guy who would share his last meal 50-50 with you. But I'm the guy that's asking, why don't you have a coat? Why can't you have a home to go to? Why can't you have $1? Why can't you have a full-course meal? Why don't you have a cheap-ass shirt on your back just as I have a cheap-ass shirt on my back? Why not you? Men, nobody's coming to save us. Life is hard. Nothing about being a man is easy. Okay, we understand that. Now, let's put the work in. Now let's go do what's necessary. Let's not move according to how we feel. Let's move according to what we need to do. Necessity, simplicity, not our wants, not how we feel, not what we believe, what we need. See, I always say, even if you're sitting down somewhere by yourself and you think you're the worst version of yourself, it's a thought. We're not our thoughts and our beliefs. We can walk with our beliefs, and everybody have thoughts, but action defines who we are, what you repeatedly do. If you're not out in the world behaving as the worst person on the planet would behave, then you shall not consider yourself the worst version of yourself. Everything you do determines who you are. Remember, when you're sitting down thinking, dwelling, self-doubt, thinking you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, those are just thoughts. You're not doing anything. That's inaction. You're thinking, but thinking doesn't do it. Beliefs doesn't do it. Action is everything. Talk is cheap. Action is expensive. So while you're dwelling, it's okay. We're human. Dwell. I'm a man. I'm not a robot. You're a man. We're not robots. We have feelings. We have emotions. But let's not allow our feelings and our emotions to conquer us. We must conquer our feelings and our emotions. At the end of the day, what we do matters. Not what we say, not what we think, not what we feel, not what we believe. That's all okay. But what's most important is our actions, our consistency, our coherence. What are you repeatedly and consistently involved in? You know, as a man thinketh, so is he. That's because if you think about it, you'll do it. When you're sitting down thinking and dwelling, you're not doing anything. But when you go out and you behave and you act and you move and you consistently go towards a certain direction, you go towards a certain path, down a certain road, that is who you are. A man that wakes up and commits crime every day is a criminal. Let's do what nobody else wants to do and become who everybody else wants to be. Obviously, everybody won't, right? But that's because everybody will not. We all can, but everybody won't. Let's look up at the mountain. We're at the bottom. It's beautiful that you're only looking up. When you look up, that mountain is huge. It's ginormous. Nothing but opportunity. Let's take action to take advantage of opportunity. Let's not be mad at the fact that this is the hand we've been dealt. No matter what, it's somewhere, somebody with a far worse hand than yours, and they're doing better because they're dealing with the hand they've been dealt. Don't worry about getting to the top and thinking it's lonely. Who you need to be up there will be up there with you. And once you get to the top, I promise you, you won't be sitting there thinking it's lonely. You'll be looking down saying, wow, what great of a man I am to take action, to go step after step, put one foot in front of the other, take each risk, take every risk needed to go higher and higher up this mountain to reach to the top, where you know if you didn't do anything, you would have still been at the bottom, where a lot of people are at, just playing it safe. Playing it safe is the most dangerous thing you can do as a man. No matter the odds, no matter what's going on. You guys notice I rarely talk about women. If I'm not talking about my wife or something my grandmother taught me, we don't even talk about women. For what? I love women. Nothing else to say. It's going to be good women. It's going to be bad women. Back to being a man. That's the best thing I can do. That's the only thing I know naturally comes, is me being a man. So I'm going to focus on that. Women are going to do what they want. You control your penis. You do what you want. Women are going to control their vaginas and do what they want. What the fuck are we complaining about? Let's get to work as men. Family, don't do it for friends. Don't do it for society. Do it for you. Listen, when you're focused and you're putting in the work, it's not going to be pretty. It shouldn't. First of all, they say men are supposed to be dirty. Let's get our hands dirty. Show yourself you're capable. Show yourself that you're able to put the work in and be better. Do more, become more. To whom much is desired, much is required. Right? Show yourself. You'll end up showing me. You'll end up showing the world. And you're not even intentionally doing it. You're just doing what you want to do for you first. And guess what? The world doesn't have to follow. They see you. Everybody's always looking, right? Let's focus on our improvement. Let's be so locked in that we don't have time to criticize anybody else. People always come into my comment section. Where your money at? Where's this at? Where's that at? I'm not going to ever show money. I'm not going to ever show receipts. I don't care what you think. Because if I don't show receipts, you want to see it. If I show receipts, what do? I'm showing off. I'm bragging. I'm capping. You can come up with every word in the dictionary. So if you can't realize I know what I'm talking about based on experience, do what you want. Can't control you. Let's not ever do anything based on what society or people think. Only you. You can walk that road alone, or you can walk with somebody else. But guess what? You can only walk for yourself. Can't nobody walk for you. Life is far from over, but it's short too. If you want to do something, do it. Don't delay. Don't sacrifice what you want for what you want right now. You want wealth. Right now you want comfort. Don't sacrifice wealth for comfort. Once you reach a state to where you're wealthy, which is different from rich, you will be comfortable. Wealthy is freedom. Rich is still money being earned. And oftentimes rich people show how much money they have for validation. We're not here for that. We want freedom. We want power over our lives. We don't want power over other people. We don't want to be control freaks like the masses. The masses are asses. Everybody doing the same thing. You guys are going to hear me say that a lot because it's true. Someone would always devalue your worth. Make sure it's not you. Make sure you're not that someone. Life isn't fair, but it's still good. Make it bittersweet. The fact is, some of you would do better than me. I'm here to push you. I'm not your father. I'm not your brother. But I'm the one that's going to tell it like it is. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a lot of other channels you guys can go visit. I appreciate you for stopping by. If I'm not speaking on what you want to hear, leave. I'm not going to be here and talk bad about women. I love women. Like we always say, we all have mothers. Your mother's a woman. Get over the whole woman-man versus thing. That's not what you're going to find over here. Over here, I'm going to talk to you guys how I talk to myself. This is all I know. Get your ass up and let's do it. Not for the world, not for women, not for your ego, for you. Some of you will do far greater than me. No ego, no hate. I help you, help me. Use one hand to help wash the other. If I give you the shirt off my back, if you need me to help you, I got you. I don't have an ounce of jealousy or envy or hate in my bones, but I do walk with accountability. I won't sugarcoat anything with you guys. I'm going to tell it to you just how I see it, but I'm coming with logic and facts, not my opinion, not my emotion. And I was once the guy that was like that. I was once the guy that sat back and self-doubted himself. I was once the guy that I had to force myself not to go down the path of the world hates me and the world is not fair. Life isn't fair, but it's still sweet, man. I wouldn't be able to take care of my wife and children if I sat back and felt bad about myself, played victim. Well, at the same time, the only person that was holding me back was me. I had no room to play victim. Men don't have room to play victim. Yes, it's hard for us. Everything about being a man is a double-edged sword. You're raised to be tough. And if you get around a woman, you have to some kind of way put aside the toughness. Women need to understand that too, but I'll let women tell women that. Like I tell you guys, we as men, everything is ours. Women have their place, but men still have privilege and power in this society, right? I know how to be a man. I know how to be tough. But pay attention to this. My wife likes flowers. She's a woman. I don't buy flowers for me. I don't buy flowers because I like it. I buy flowers because my wife likes it. And if a woman doesn't like flowers, it's something that she likes. It's a double-edged sword being a man. It's tough. But nobody's going to understand us better than us. I always say, being a married man, I understand this. Men and women have differences. Let's try to understand our differences so we can bring each other closer with our similarities, because we all have emotions. Women have the right to express their emotions a lot more than men. We as men, if we express our emotions some kind of way, we get defeated, we get devalued, we get demonized. It's okay. Let's not play victim. You're still a human being, remember that. If you ever find yourself expressing your emotions a little bit too much, catch yourself, learn from it, keep moving forward, because you're not perfect. So who cares what anybody has to say, including women? No disrespect to women. This is just for the men to understand. You still have the right to make mistakes. If that's considered a mistake, then goddamn it, guess what? You have a right to make mistakes. Everybody move on, including women. I'm not a mannequin. My name is Linville Williams. It's just who you're going to get. I'm going to talk that talk, but I walk that walk. You guys are highly valuable men, not because you make a lot of money, but because you have your mind right, because you want to have a family, because you want to protect and provide, because you want to be better, because you do put your health first, because you do have a sense of control. So you understand that nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. We're born with nothing, no value. But that's value in itself, because we can create everything. Men, we build. Women create. Women have something inside them that's called a womb. A fetus is there. Sperm is there. Eggs are there. They make babies. Okay, cool. The world is populated because a man and a woman comes together to make both genders, boy and girl. And we all grow up to be adults. But the men have a right. The men have it in their genetic makeup to conquer. Not the world, not people, themselves. You can build a building, that's conquering something. You can build a driveway for a city, for a house, that's conquering. That's being valuable. You can protect your woman, you can protect your kids, you can provide, that's value. Me being a family man, I'm high value. Don't worry about how much I make, we're good. And I'm all about investing, I'm all about wealth. Be rich, nothing wrong with that. But I'm all about wealth. That's not gonna be easy, that's gonna be difficult. But why not do the hard part? Doing hard things make life easy. Wealth brings freedom. Health is wealth. Why is that correlated? You can have all the money in the world. If your health is catastrophic, you're going to spend most of that money trying to get your health back. You're not going to enjoy the money. But if you're healthy, you have wealth. And then if you're wealthy as far as resources, you have freedom. You can do anything. But that's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. But why can't you do it? Why? Why can't you? If you don't know, we're going to talk. We're going to talk a lot about wealth. We're going to talk a lot about the things we can do as men to become wealthy. We're not going to bash women on this channel. Not because it's not bad women out there. We already know that. Once we understand what it is, once we understand how reality is, once we accept reality, we are in a better position to live in reality. So let's start living. Living is working. No matter what, you're going to always work. Work is everything. Nowadays, it's so easy to be great because everybody's looking for easy. Nothing in life worth having is easy. It's all difficult. But that's what we're built for. We're tough. It's what men are built to do. So let's just work on being better men.